What's going on, y'all? Happy Memorial Day. It's Memorial Day 2021. And I wasn't gonna make a video, but I said, you know what? Sometimes I just enjoy making videos and maybe something that someone learns from these videos. And so what we're doing is we're gonna have some hamburgers and some smoked sausage on the grill today. We're gonna have some black eyed peas, with some onions and some broccolini. And we're gonna try a blueberry cobbler that's gluten free, and that's really why I'm making the video. So let's get started. Alrighty, guys, I kind of cheated here. I'm using some of these Bush's black eyed peas, and what I've done is I cut up some onions and I just kind of sauteed them in there first. Added a little bit of Texas Pete hot sauce to it, maybe about 2 tablespoons, and we're just going to cook these. These are already pretty much pre-cooked, so you don't have to really cook them very long. Also, I brought these, I cheated a lot on this recipe. I bought these pre-made hamburgers. Yeah, they're a little bit dark. That's because I've let them oxidize. I bought them a couple of days ago. You know, hamburger kind of turns dark if you don't cook it immediately. But anyway, this stuff has got ground beef in it. It's got Swiss and mushroom in it as well. It's already seasoned, so all we got to do is throw it on the grill. I've had it sitting out on the counter for about 30 minutes to an hour, just so it comes to room temperature. All righty, now this is how we're going to make our gluten-free blueberry cobbler here. So we're going to start off, of course, with the gluten-free baking flour there. We're going to use about 3/4 of a cup. We're going to use half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoonful of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, that's back here, teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to use about a half a cup of almond milk, a little dash of salt, and we're going to use some coconut oil. Now this right here is actually avocado, safflower, and coconut oil right here. Now to make our blueberry part of it, that's how to make the crust pretty much. To make the blueberry part, we're going to use 3 cups of blueberries, 2 tablespoons of gluten-free flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of the almond milk as well too. So let's put this thing together. Alrighty, we're going to start off with our flour, of course. Again, that's 3/4 of a cup of flour. I'll do a half a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. We'll get some of this right here. Just a half. That's about a half. Okay. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If we can get it out. Should have had this out already, right, y'all? One teaspoon. Can't go wrong with this stuff right here. And then a half a cup of the almond milk, or this is lactate milk. The recipe calls for almond milk, but we're going to use lactate milk. We're going to use about a half a cup of this right here. And it's not going to be your traditional batter, y'all. And let's not forget our 3 tablespoons of oil. 1, 2, and 3. All right, now we're going to mix everything up here. And again, it's not going to be your traditional batter. All right. That looks actually pretty good there. I think according to the recipe, it's supposed to be a little bit drier, so we may have to add a little bit more of the gluten-free baking flour. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to add a little bit more to it because it's supposed to be thicker than this. I'm not going to add much, but it's supposed to have a little bit more body to it than what this does. So we'll try this. You know, you see these things on YouTube, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. But when it doesn't look like what you saw on YouTube, you're like, oh, no. So I think I'm just going to leave it just like this here. I've made blueberry cobbler the traditional way before, and it always comes up good. So hopefully, we're going to see, y'all, whether we do it right or we do it wrong. We're going to see. All right, now let's do our blueberries. All right, now for our blueberries, we're going to use 3 cups of blueberries. And these are big, giant blueberries, y'all. I bought those at the grocery store the other day. 2 tablespoons of the flour. Okay. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of sugar. And what we'll do is we'll wipe off our spoon here. You can't really go wrong with the sugar here. And this right here is just pure cane sugar, y'all. Okay. That was actually a heaping tablespoon. And 1 tablespoon of the milk. And I probably should have used a different bowl here. Now, you know, I'm going to change it up a little bit because I've had this before, and I always found that having a little bit of lemon juice in with it made it taste a little bit more tangy. So we're going to add just about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Now, they didn't call for that in the recipe. That's just something that I'm doing. And of course, we're gonna mix this around here. Get it all covered. All covered, y'all. We don't want to really mash the blueberries here. Get it all covered. All right. All right, this is our baking dish here. And we're going to spray it a little bit on the inside. Spray the sides. Add our blueberries to it. And if that didn't cover real well, you can kind of cover it this way. All right. Now here comes the true test. The part that I'm not quite sure of, but we're going to see. We're going to pour this over our mixture just so that it goes well over it. All different sides of it. So it should cover it real well. And we're just going to get all this out of there. Make sure everything's covered. All right, I'm going to adjust this a little bit, guys, so I don't want to bore you guys. All righty, so that looks good. We're going to cover it. We're not quite ready to put it in the oven, but preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And it's going to go in there about 20 minutes. Now we're going to go outside and we're going to light the grill. Alrighty, I don't know if you guys have ever used these before. These are called light cubes, and they're just like infused lighter fluid stones, and you just pretty much just light these up. And I usually use a little chimney here to start my grill. I've got the charcoal already in there, that much right there, and it just does the job for you. We'll come back in about 15-20 minutes and it'll be ready. Alrighty, we're going to put the blueberry cobbler in there for about 20 to 22 minutes. Hopefully this thing will rise. And we've also got our hamburgers and our smoked sausage. These are Georgia Boy smoked sausage ready to go on the grill. The grill should be about ready. Alrighty, we have placed our sausage and our hamburgers on the grill, and we're just going to let them go. Just going to keep it open for right now, and then we may turn it here in a little bit. May actually put the lid down if I see they're not cooking fast enough. A nice little char on them here. The sausages are starting to break open here. Yeah, these things are done. This heat is good. This has been about 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and flip this one here. And we're going to flip this one as well too. It's got a nice little char on it, so it's cooking good, y'all. So we're going to come back in about another 5 minutes or so. Hey, guess what? The ribs, I forgot I was recording. I took the burgers and the sausage off. I'll let y'all see them once I get them in the house here. But they are done. 22 minutes. Let's see what our cobbler looks like. Oh, sucky. That looks good. Let's go ahead and take that out. Browned real good. We're going to take that out and let it cool. Alrighty, we haven't forgot about our broccolini. So all we do, we just microwave that. This was microwave. So this is an easy meal, y'all. Microwave it for about 3 minutes. We're going to add our spices to it. This is just some Naughty's Creole Magic. It's really good. I usually add a little bit of mustard to it as well, y'all. If we can get it to come out. Okay, and you give it a little toss. Hold on, I'm doing this one-handed. Just kind of move it around in there and get it all evenly distributed. And then we're going to plate this up. And there you go, guys. We got the smoked sausages with the hamburgers. We got the black eyed peas with the onions, and we got the broccolini with the spicy mustard, and we got for dessert some blueberry cobbler. This is going to be delicious. I've never tried the blueberry cobbler before, but I can almost tell you it's going to be good. So you guys have a great day. Peace and happy Memorial Day.